my little makeup lovers, and thank you for coming back. So today I am doing a foundation review, and I have gotten a late start on my review today. So I might not be able to wear it as long as I would like, but we're going to do the best I can because right now it is 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Yeah, I should have put this on 4 hours ago, but I didn't. So there we go. So let's get started on this review so I at least can get it on in the next half an hour so I can at least have a start time of 2:30. So today I am going to be reviewing the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation that recently came out. I have some things to say. I'm going to stop for a second though and put up the shade range that they have on the L'Oreal site, and then I will come back and talk to you guys about what this product is actually supposed to do and be and wear and all that good stuff. So there is the shade range. Some of them are weird looking, like they're orange looking. I'm not really understanding sometimes foundation colors. I mean, I know some of us are orange looking after we get a really bad fake tan, but I don't know. So the foundation that I got was in, it's on the back of this little tiny piece of paper. It's in 410 Ivory, and it looks like this. There were 2 shades under this for the lightest, but the one just looked way too light for me. I mean, I'm pretty pale, but I'm not that pale. So as you saw, there are 30 shades, and let me read to you, because on the very back of here it tells you kind of what it's supposed to be. So the finish is supposed to be natural, so that's between matte and radiant. So it's just to be kind of a normal look on your faces. It's supposed to matte you down, but it's not supposed to provide you any radiance to it. It's supposed to wear up to 24 hours. We're not checking that, okay? Just letting you know. And the coverage is medium, but some places that I looked when I was seeing a little bit more information about this, it said medium to high. So, and it is supposed, the texture is supposed to be air light, which I don't quite get. When it says texture, it says air light, it says medium and rich. I'm not really 100% sure what that means, but I'm just giving you the information there. So, and that's the little information on the back. It also says shake well, blend on the skin with fingers or with applicator for flawless coverage. So, as you know with me, I like to do one side with a brush and the other side with a sponge, which is still damp, thank God. And let you guys know what I think is the best coverage with it. Let me bring out my handy dandy leopard. I'm not 100% sure what these ears are supposed to be. So again, I am now starting to film in front of my window here, so it is shining, which is helping my eyes look a lot bluer than normal, so that's good. What I'm going to do first is start dropping things. I'll pick that up in a minute. What this is the Infallible Glow Lock Primer. So I'm going to start trying to use a lot of the L'Oreal products with this. This one is, the finish is supposed to be glow, duh. Action is that it preps your skin, and it's supposed to be smoothing, hydrating, and blurs. So we'll see if it does all of that. And no, it doesn't say you have to shake it. So dot onto face. Okay, so let's get this. I think every one of us kind of knows what we do with primers at this point. I think we've all gone over knowing what primers are for. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of a, I don't think you can see it on here, but it's kind of a salmon-y color. So, and I am going to actually put on quite a bit of this because I am still a little worried that it's going to be a little more matte than I would prefer. So, and I think I've said this before, I am normal to dry / aging skin. So if I'm going to get a preference for just me when I'm not testing foundations on, just drop something else, whatever. If my choice, if I'm not testing things for YouTube and for you guys, I'm going to go always for a foundation that has a little bit more radiance to it than a matte foundation. I think I've allowed this primer to sit on my skin, and it is giving me a glow, which I really like. All right, so it did say, I think on the directions, is to shake this well. So we're going to shake it really well. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Sorry. I was not old enough to be around in the 70s and shake my booty, but I do know about the songs. Okay, I think that was good. And I have pumped this out to look at it, so... And this is what it looks like. It is pretty runny, so we'll see how that works out here. And let's just do this side of my face first, and we're going to do it with a brush, which is it appears a little drying to me. Okay, I think I need some more lights. Hold on. Let's see something. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. I looked a little blue there for a minute. Right now, just by initially putting this on, yeah, I'm not loving it by initially putting on. It looks really drying to me. All right, let's do some on the other side. Let's see how this goes. Let's get some on our nose here. My nose will tell it all. So if my nose hates it, then there's a problem. I think like everybody who uses foundation, there's a certain spot on our face that will tell us if we love it or hate it. And for me, it's my nose. My nose knows. Sorry, that was a bad joke, but it's the truth. Okay, right now, for what I put on, it looks like I could do with another layer, that's for sure. And in all honesty, I think the brush did a better job at spreading it around. And the color isn't the best, but that's my fault. I can't blame the foundation on the color. I picked this shade, so. But when I looked at it, it seemed to have more, when I looked at the foundation in the bottle, it looked a little more pink or peach, but when I get it on my face, it's definitely more yellow. And I am not yellow toned. I'm more of a pink or neutral. Let's just say right now with this. Let's get a little bit more on because I definitely want to build this up. And I'm going to build it up down here because I think it looks pretty good on my forehead, meaning it's got a decent. I think I had about, I did probably about 2.5 pumps on both sides initially. And I needed at least another pump on each side to get it built up to a medium coverage, which is usually where I like to leave it at. I am definitely not a high coverage person, but I do believe you could probably get this pretty high coverage if that's what you like. I'm not loving it on my nose. It's getting a little cakey in this area here. And like I said, this is definitely more of a yellow tone base, and I am not yellow tone, so I think that isn't helping me. Love the product. All right, let's get down her neck though. But so far it hasn't oxidized, so. All right. First impressions on a woman who prefers more of a radiant finish, who's more normal to dry skin. I'm not loving it at all. It is it's very drying on your face. I'll try to pat this in a little bit and see if I can get better. I do think you can use any applicator to put this on. Usually whatever applicator you find the best will work. Yeah. I'm being honest with you guys. This is not my favorite foundation. It really kind of stinks in the nose area. It is staying out of my fine lines, which is good. And it just looks a little drying kind of up in this area, and it's very patchy on my nose. Very patchy. It's like I can't get it to stick on my nose at all. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do the rest of my face. Today's the day that I'm gonna be doing all L'Oreal products on my face. I am going to be starting a series coming up probably the week that I put this out, where I'm going to be doing all drugstore products for a week or so. Like I'm going to do all L'Oreal, all Maybelline, all e.l.f., Wet n Wild, and such. And then at the very end of that, I am going to pick my favorites in each category. Like my favorite foundation might be from e.l.f. My favorite eyeshadow might be from Wet n Wild, and use all those products and let you know how that goes. So hopefully the sun kind of keeps coming and going in. It should stay in. And I'm gonna finish this look. So I'll be back after I have everything done and let you guys know how it's looking. Okay? All right. I'll see you in a minute. This is my check-in for the foundation. It's been on now for an hour, and it's getting better. It might be one of those products that just needs to sit on your face for a while and warm up to your skin. But It's not really looking horrible anywhere yet on my face, but the day is young. We shall see. So I'll be back later for another check-in. Hello, everybody. So I'm doing my check-in. It is almost 6 o'clock. So that means it's been on for about 4.5 hours now. So I think this is a foundation that actually gets better after it's been on your skin for a while. You know how some foundations get worse and look really good in the beginning? This looked like poo-poo in the beginning, and now is starting to look a lot better. So far I'm actually kind of happy with it. So the color looks good. It hasn't oxidized, so not bad. So I'll probably check in a couple more hours. We're gonna go out to dinner, and then after I eat and get crap all over my face, then I'll come back and see what it looks like then. Okay, see you guys. Hello, everybody. So this is my 9 o'clock check-in. So this means, let's all see if I can do math today. 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. So this has been on for 6.5 hours. Now, to be fair to the foundation, I did go out to eat, and we ate pizza. So, you know, you wipe your face, hopefully. So it's a little worn off in the mouth area. So I'm trying to not judge it by there. It's looking okay. It's not looking awesome. It's starting to wear a little bit kind of in this area right here. But in all reality, if I was still going out, I would powder some and kind of refresh it. Spray, powder, all that good stuff. So for 6.5 hours, I don't think it's doing horrible, but it's supposed to be a 24-hour foundation. So to me, it should be doing awesome. You know, it's not even halfway being done what it's supposed to be done. So we'll see. I'm gonna check in probably about 11:30, and we'll see what it looks like then, okay? My eyeshadow's holding up really well, though. And the base, you know, the highlight is still well. So we'll see. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's kind of in middle ground right now. So we'll see you in a couple more hours. It is about 11 o'clock. So this foundation's been on for, oh, more math. 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. So about 8.5 hours. So a decent amount of time. Okay, my feelings on the foundation. I think the foundation for me, and let's just say that I am normal to dry skin, and this foundation was really just supposed to be a normal foundation, not hydrating, not matte, just normal, according to what it said on it. For a normal foundation, I found it okay for me, for normal to dry skin. As you can see, sorry, finding the best light here, it has worn off in this area right here a lot. Again, you know, I've eaten, but you know, I took my napkin and went like this, boop, boop, boop. I didn't go like a little kid, you know, wiped it all over my face. So it to be gone in this area here is a little concerning to me. But the rest of my face, I want to say looks good. I always love to say that. And the rest of my face looks good. Yeah, no. But the rest of my makeup is on really well still. I still have a very decent blush, highlight, eyeshadow, powder. So I think this foundation could be good for a multitude of people. I don't think you just have to be oily skin to use this foundation. I think you could be normal. I think you could be dry. I think if you are more dry skin and you want to try this foundation, you really should do a dewy primer and some dewy setting spray to kind of help combat the more matte of this foundation. I think it stays on fairly well. And I think this shade selection is decent with 30. We know some bigger brands that have come out with a lot less than 30. So drugstores are starting to stand up a little bit on their own. So I think it's worth a try. With L'Oreal, they have a multiple of different foundations for different people. So I think you could give this a try and see if it works for you. If not, you can always take a foundation back. You do not have to eat the cost. I know a lot of people don't like to do that, but we should more often instead of just having a foundation sitting there that we don't use. I don't think it would last 24 hours. I don't think it would last, 12 hours. But I do think it would last a normal amount of time for the day. So I'm going to give this foundation, a thumbs up. I'm going to probably utilize it with more of a glowy foundation, but I don't think it's a waste of my money, and I'm not going to be taking it back. So again, I think this foundation could work for a lot of people. So I think it's worth a try if you can find it in the drugstore or at Ulta. I would go for Ulta first because usually you can do, some good buy one, get one half price. At the drugstore, you're going to pay like $15. At Ulta, you probably could pay half of that. So if you are going to pick it up, try to look for something like that. But I don't mind it, except for it wearing out more right in this area. It has lasted pretty good on the rest of my face. And in a normal situation, I would have powdered, and I would have done some spray. So for me, not have done any of that, just letting the foundation be the foundation, I think it looks pretty good. So, okay, I hope you guys found this review helpful. I'm gonna link Jen. Her channel is La Beauty 07. She did the review for this foundation also, and she is more of an oily skin young lady, and I'm more of on the drier normal end. So I think being able to see both of our reviews and getting an idea, just in case you're more oily skin, it would help. So I'm going to link her channel below. So, go ahead and give her some love. She's really a great girl. I'm subscribed to her too. And yeah, so I hope this was helpful. And I will see you guys again real soon. Okay.